trip to Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58. Not a bad prize as we are underway in the NFC Championship game. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Throwing is Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
63. 19 right. Get ready.
Now back to throw. Got a man. It's Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles first. Down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back to throw now on first down.
He's got Brown on the out route complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple. Here's Hurts to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Rolling to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown from 3 yards out.
And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
CeeDee Lamb.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
75 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And the Cowboys gets there this time for the sack. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're going to try and throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Marquise Bell. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10.
Again, Jackson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Real quick.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Devon Achane from 8 yards out, and the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Hurts. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. No.
Jackson. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Achane. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Now here's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Tony Pollard. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Eagles 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Swift diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing is Jackson. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hurts will throw.
Flush to his right. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
In motion, Hill. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll go. Achane.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
They'll start with the option.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down.
Up the middle they go.
Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles nice first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
A big play looming on third down. From the gun, here's Swift.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up now on second down. Now Jackson.
Eluding the pressure right.
And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for third down. Jackson.
Out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation. And now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And he'll have a quick first down here, and they'll stop the clock as well as he's out of bounds right at midfield.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't settle things. It's going to take overtime to figure out who wins the George Halas Trophy and punches their ticket to the Super Bowl.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And, partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A 3 and out could really hurt here in this opening drive of overtime. Big third down coming. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes in overtime in the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, CD, in the regular season, they would already be celebrating. Not so simple here.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.